Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I want to go ahead and do my February favorites, and I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but when it comes to February, I feel like it went so slow, and it's like the shortest month out of the other months, so I don't know what happened there. But looking at my products, I honestly felt like I didn't buy anything this month, but I do have a lot in front of me, so you guys want to check around and see what they are, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so the first two I do have are primers, and they're both drugstore, and the first one is the Covergirl TruBlend Base Primer, and this is called their Pore Minimizing Primer. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about this, so something was like, you know what, go ahead and pick it up and see what the hype is about. And honestly, you guys, I love this primer, but it's not my favorite primer in the whole entire world. But what I love about it is when you put it on your skin, it kind of looks purple. So I was kind of nervous at first because I thought it was going to leave like a purple tint on my face. But once you blend it into your skin, it just blends right in, and it looks like there's nothing on your skin at all. But when it comes to the pore minimizing aspect of it, I do think it works because it fills in my pores right here on my cheeks, which is where I have a lot of pores. So it actually does work. The only thing is it doesn't control my oils or anything like that. So it's not my favorite primer, but I still really like it. Now moving on to the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Primer. You guys know I've been using this all month because I really love this stuff. It controls your oils, it minimizes your pores, it feels hydrating and smooths your skin. Like, it just does everything in one, and it's only like $6 to $7, so it's so cheap and affordable. And let me show you what it looks like. Now, it kind of does the same exact thing like the Covergirl primer. Like, they do the exact same thing. Once you blend it into your skin, it just feels so good and it blends right in. So I have been loving these two all month. So I do recommend these two because when it comes to drugstore primers, it's hard to find really good primers. But these, y'all, they work on my skin, and they're both purple, so I kind of think that's cute. Now for my brows, I have been loving the Colourpop Brow Boss Pencil, and I do have it in the shade Dark Brown. This stuff is only $5 freaking. It's so cheap, and what I use it for is to fill in the ends of my brows because y'all know I use my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. That is really good for filling in like the front of my brows, but when it comes to the end of it, you guys, it's hard to get like a very clean line. And the reason why I love this is because it's so pointed and it makes it really easy to fill in your brows. I do know Benefit has their smaller brow pencil, but that is like $23, and I'm not really trying to spend all that money on some pencils. So for this $5, y'all, it's really good. I'm kind of shocked because I've always seen it in Ulta and I walked past it and never bought it, but that was kind of my fault. Okay, so this next one I've been loving all month, and when it comes to drugstore concealer, I feel in my heart this is the best concealer I've ever tried. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade, I can never find the shades on here. Okay, so it's called Honey, and this is such a beautiful concealer on the face. I do have it on my face right now, and the way it blends out, the way it looks on my skin is just so nice. And let me show y'all the applicator, because I think the applicator is what made everybody buy it, because it reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. They look so similar, and I love the Big Doe applicator because you can just apply it on your face really quickly. But this concealer is just so good, and y'all know I love my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. That is still my ride or die, but this just took over the spot because it's very full coverage. I don't know, it just looks good on the skin. Okay, so if you haven't tried this out, I'm pretty sure everybody has at this point, please go ahead and try it out because it's bomb. And I do know the e.l.f. concealer is out, and I'm trying to buy that concealer, but y'all, like, when I go in every single store, they only have the light shades. They don't have the dark shades. You do have to purchase those online, which on the other hand, I don't feel like it's fair, because when it comes to picking shades online, y'all, it's so hard to know which shade would be good for your skin tone. So I may wait a little bit longer. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting really impatient, but yeah, I don't know what happened there. So for the lips, I've been loving the Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks, and I've heard about this for a very long time, and people were saying like it was the best matte liquid lipstick because it wasn't drying on the lips. And honestly, y'all, like, I agree with everybody because it's not drying whatsoever. It feels hydrated on the lips, and I did get two shades. I got Deep Thoughts and also Out Loud, and these are what they look like. And I really love this colors because like this one right here is a very nudie like brown pink color on my lips. It's so pretty. And then Out Loud is like that very nice like orangey red liquid lipstick. But let me give y'all like a good swatch of them because I can talk about them, but y'all have to see what they look like. So this one is Deep Thoughts, and then this one's Out Loud, and y'all can just tell they're very pigmented, they're very creamy on the lips. I love the way they dry, and they do claim to only last on the lips 8 hours, which I do agree, because after 8 hours it kind of like come off the lips, but for about 8 hours, y'all, like, it's very nice on the lips, and I do recommend these. And I got these half off actually at a beauty supply store because they were closing down, and they were originally $24, and I got them for about $12 each, so I saved a little bit of money, okay? Now, when it comes to highlighter, you guys, I feel like Wet n Wild always kills it. Like, I don't know what it is, but they kill it when it comes to formula. And I did pick up their loose highlighter in the shade, y'all, I'm struggling to find the shades today. It's called Hustle and Glow, and this is their loose highlighter. Now, one of my subscribers told me that this is very good on the skin. I was just like, you know what? Let me try it out. It's only like $7, and y'all, she wasn't lying, okay? She wasn't lying at all. Let me give y'all a swatch of this because the pigmentation is so insane. Like, look how reflective and glowy this looks on the skin, y'all. And once I put it on my skin, it just melts into my skin like butter. It looks so smooth. It doesn't look glittery or anything like that. It's like a very nice sheen on the face, and I'm obsessed with it. Okay, so for lashes, I've been using the Sephora Collection Lash Applicator, and y'all, like, this is so bomb. I don't know what I was doing before because I used to use tweezers, which is fine and all, but with this, y'all, the length of it and the shape of it makes it really easy to work with. So what I do is I grab my lashes, of course, and then I put it on my eyes and I squeeze both ends, y'all, and it's just in there in like a matter of like a minute. Really easy to work with. The only thing I do want to mention is it is $14 and $15. I can't remember how much I paid for it, so it is pretty pricey, but at the same time, anything to make my life easier, y'all, I just go ahead and buy it because either I struggle or make my life easier. I just gotta pick one. So when it comes to my toes, y'all, like, I'm only white toe gang. I don't know if that's a thing on Instagram or YouTube, but I only have white on my toes. That's just how it is, okay? Because about 2 weeks ago, I did try to do some color on my toes, and as soon as I came home, y'all, I wiped it off and put on white because something about a white toe I think is so pretty and so classy. And I do have the OPI Alpine Snow. This is what it's called, Alpine Snow. And to top it off, I do have their top coat, and it just makes my toes look so pretty. They last a long time on my toes, probably like a whole month, and they don't really chip at all. So I just want to quickly mention this because if you're looking for some good white toes, y'all, these are bomb. And last but not least, I do have the NAIR hair remover lotion with rich cocoa butter and vitamin E. And I know y'all probably thinking like, Chichi, everybody already knows about this, like, there's no point to put this in this video. But honestly, y'all, like, I've been shaving for the longest. I used to shave my legs, my underarms for the longest, and I finally tried this out, and it's a lot more easier to work with. And one thing I do want to mention, the more I use it on my underarms, the more it doesn't look as dark, because when I used to shave all the time, y'all, if you don't know, shaving does cause your skin to get a little bit darker. But like, once I started using this, it just completely got rid of the darkness underneath my skin, and it looks more like my skin tone. So I am loving this, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna shave anymore. I just use this, and I also wax. That's all I ever do now. And it's been working for my skin. Alright, so that's everything I do have for you guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and two things I do want to mention. The first one is the Sephora squad. Make sure you go down below and leave a testimony for me because it does end on March 6th, and I just really want to be one of the finalists. So make sure you go down below and support me. And then also, we're so close to 4,000, you guys. Like, I think we're 20 subscribers away, so hopefully I hit it by this video. By the time the video goes up, hopefully I hit it. So I don't know, I'm crossing my fingers, but I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, my way out, and I'll see you guys in my next one.